Namaste to all JVNs. Myself JVN Dr. Kushbu Verma from Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about nucleic acid. And nucleic acid is basically made up of DNA and RNA molecule. So this session is the first part where we will discuss about the structural organization of nucleic acid. So if we talk about the structural organization, so there are bases which included purine and pyrimidines. In the purine, it will be adenine and guanine. In the pyrimidine, cytosine, thymine, and uracil. Uracil basically involved in the RNA. Here we can simply say that DNA have A, G, C, T, and RNA have A, G, C, U. This is the structure of adenine, this is the guanine structure. These are the two ring structure. If we talk about the pyrimidine, so this is cytosine and this is the uracil and thymine structure. But in the uracil and thymine, only R is different. In uracil, here is only H and thymine has CH3 group. Here will be the difference. Now we will discuss about the sugar body. So in DNA, there will be deoxyribose sugar. It will be in circular form. But in case of RNA, it will be ribose sugar. So at the second number of carbon, hydroxyl group will be absent in the deoxyribose sugar. But in case of ribose sugar, hydroxyl group will be present over there. Nucleic acid formation will start from, first of all, from the ribose and deoxyribose sugar foundation along with the base. This diploid structure is known as nucleoside. After the completion of nucleoside, phosphoric group will attach to the nucleoside, then it will create nucleotide. Here, this is the ribose sugar and this is nitrogenous base. This complete structure is known as nucleoside and the bond will be glycosidic bond. This combined structure is known as adenosine and this is deoxythymidine. Now come to the nucleic acid. So nucleotides are having nucleoside along with phosphate group. A nucleotide is a nucleoside with one or more phosphate groups bound covalently to the 3' to 5' or in ribonucleotides only and the second position. In the case of fifth position, up to 3 phosphates may be attached. Phosphate ester bonds basically deoxynucleotides containing deoxyribose. On the other hand, ribonucleotides containing ribose sugar. Here we can see simply the difference like if there is nucleoside, so adenine will create adenosine and in the DNA it will be deoxyadenosine. In guanine, in the RNA, guanosine and deoxyguanosine in DNA. In cytosine, cytidine and deoxycytidine DNA. Uracil only will be present in RNA and thymine will only present in DNA. Nucleic acid basically is made up of nucleotide and it is made up of nucleoside and phosphate, and nucleoside is made up of pentose sugar and base, nitrogenous base. This is the complete structure of nucleotide. Now come to the composition of DNA and RNA. So DNA having A, G, T, CT and sugar body is deoxyribose, and in the RNA it is A, G, C, U and sugar body is ribose. This structure is adenosine 3,5 cyclic monophosphate, cyclic AMP or CAMP. This is the guanosine 3,5 cyclic monophosphate, cyclic GMP or CGMP. Here you can simply see this is the guanine and is the ribose sugar. Now come to the structural organization of RNA and DNA. DNA is double stranded helix structure. On the other hand, RNA is single stranded structure. If we can see here that in the RNA molecule there is a uracil basic difference and ribose sugar body difference. On the other hand, DNA will have only thymine. It will not have any kind of a uracil. This is the 5' end, which is having phosphate free group. This is phosphodiester bond in between two nucleotides, and this is the third dash end, which is having free hydroxyl group. So basically nucleotides are binding with each other with the help of phosphodiester bond, and uh, nucleotide having 5' end free having phosphate group, and third dash end free area having free hydroxyl group. 3 to 5' phosphodiester bond link nucleotide together to form polynucleotide chain. The structure of a DNA chain can be concisely represented. Here you can see this is the 5' end having phosphate group free end, and third end having hydroxyl group free end. And an even more abbreviated notation for this chain is PAP, CP, GP, TPA, and the base chain is written in the 5' to 3' direction. Nucleic acids, the secondary structure is defined as the relative spatial position for all the atoms of nucleotide residue. Secondary structure having DNA double helix structure. It was given in 1953 by Watson and Crick, the genetic material of all organisms except of some viruses. The foundation of molecular biology. This is James D. Watson. And now we will discuss about the B form of the DNA double helix. It will be right-handed helix, and the diameter of the double helix, which is 2 nanometer, and distance between the two bases is 0.34 nanometer. Stable configuration can be maintained by the hydrogen bond and base checking force. Small molecules like drug bind in the minor grooves, whereas particular protein motifs can interact with the major grooves. Conformational variation in double helical structure is there are three types: bDNA, aDNA, and zDNA. B form, the duplex structure proposed by Watson and Crick, is referred to as a B form of DNA. A form, at low humidity, the DNA molecule will take the A form. The Z form DNA is adopted by the short oligonucleotides. These are the differential structure: aDNA, bDNA, and zDNA. This is the microscopic structure. If the strands are overwound, form positively supercoiled. If the strands are underwound, form negatively supercoiled. Here we can simply see this is the proper positively supercoiled, but this is the negatively supercoiled. The DNA is in a prokaryotic cell is supercoiled. Here we can see that DNA is in double circular structure, and supercoiling make the DNA molecule more compact, thus important for its packaging in the cell. In the eukaryotic DNA in eukaryotic cell is highly packed. DNA appears in a highly ordered form called chromosomes during metaphase, whereas shows a relatively loose form of chromatin in other phases. The base unit of chromatin is nucleosome, and nucleosomes are composed of DNA and histone proteins. Here we can see the simplest structure. The chromosomal DNA is complex with 5 types of histones: H1, H2A, H2B, H3, and H4. And the histones are very basic proteins rich in arginine and lysine. And nucleosomes are basically regular association of DNA with histones to form a structure effectively compacting DNA beads. This is the 3D structure of nucleosome. Now here we can see that beads on the string. Histone spores of nucleosomes are binding or supercoiling with the linker DNA of nucleosomes. 146 base pair of negatively supercoiled DNA binds one by 3,4 turns around a histone octamer and H1 histone bind to the DNA spacer. This is the organization of chromosome here, a DNA double helix with 2 nanometer, and next one is the beads on a string, then solenoid formation, then loops, and then mini band. And after the mini band formation, chromosomes can be organized in stacked mini bands. The importance of packaging of DNA into chromosomes. Chromosomes is a compact form of a DNA that radially fits inside the cell. To protect the DNA from damage, DNA in a chromosome can be transmitted effectively to both daughter cells during cell divisions. Chromosomes confers an overall organization to each molecule of DNA, which facilitate gene expression as well as recombination. Functions of DNA: the carrier of genetic information, the template strand involved in replication and transcription, gene, the minimal functional unit in DNA, and genome, the total gene in a living cell or living being. Genes are made up of DNA. One strand of our DNA contains many genes. All of these genes are needed to give instructions for how to make and operate all parts of our body. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University Jaipur. If you have any query, then mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.